Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to give a quick rundown on our runners for SUNMET weekend. We have 15 runners in total. We start in the fourth race with Calypso Beat. This filly she's been doing well at home. I do think it is a very competitive race, and I think it's a race that she could possibly get into the back end of quartets. Obviously, my personal fancy for the race is Sarah, and I do think that a horse of Sean Terry's Pure State is definitely a horse that I would respect. I've seen some of his workouts, and I think he's a very progressive horse. In the fifth race, we have Count Jack running for us. He's in great form at home. His work has been absolutely outstanding, and I do think that he's a horse that must be respected. He's definitely a horse I would include in your larger perms, and I think he's quite good value at his price for an each-way bet. In race 6, we have a few runners. We start with Partia. He's done well since we've stepped him up in trip. He's been doing well at home, and I think he's a horse that definitely has an outside chance on the day. Bag of Tricks is going to relish going the extra. He has got blinkers on for the second time. He's been doing really well at home, and I think he'll be a very competitive horse on the day. Must be respected. Late at night, he's going to enjoy going a bit further, but he will need to improve on his current form to be competitive here. Super Silvano, he's been doing very well at home. He looks amazing. His last 2 runs have been exceptionally good, and I do think that he's a horse that has an outside chance here. I would include him in larger perms, even from a poor draw. The horse that I do respect in the race is Sir Michael. We go on to the 7th race, which is the Cape Flying Championship. We have 3 runners here. All 3 runners have had great preparations leading into this race. Pacific Trader is in great form, and I'm expecting a very competitive run from him. Bold Respect, he's very capable on his day, and I feel he's in a good space at the moment. Definitely a horse for your quartets. But probably the horse that I will side with as the stable choice would be Run Fox Run. She's in great form, has had a fantastic preparation leading into this race, and I know it's her toughest task to date, but I'm confident that she will put her hand up and be counted. In race 8, we have Front and Center and Kelpie. Both these fillies are in good form. Front and Center will run for the first time with blinkers on Saturday. She's been doing well at home. I do think going back to the mile will be in her favor. And once again, it's a very competitive race with the likes of Celtic Sea, Clouds Unfold, and Queen Supreme being the horses to beat. But I do think that Front and Center with the blinkers will make her presence felt. And I think Kelpie from gate draw 1 would be a horse to throw into your quartets. The feature race on the day, the SUNMET, we have Undercover Agent. On his current form, he would have to improve a lot to be competitive. He is, however, doing well at home, but I do think that he has a bit more to do to be very competitive here. I personally think that Vardy, Rainbow Bridge, and Hawam will be the horses to fight it out, and I do think Twist of Fate has an outside chance. In the 10th race, we have a few runners. We have Give Me One Night. At the weights, he's badly in. It's not going to be easy for him to turn things around at the weights, so I think it will be difficult for him. The same goes for Princess Irene. She tries the trip for the first time. Her last run, she was 5 lengths behind Double Mint, and I do think it's still going to be difficult for her to improve that gap. Dynasty's Blossom, it's only her second run for us. She's been doing very well. She looks amazing. The conditions of the race are more in her favor. She's only 2 pounds out at the weights with Double Mint. So I do think she's a proven stayer, and I think with Ryan Moore up in the irons, that's bound to give her an advantage. So I think she's a filly that if you're going to play against Double Mint, I would include her in your larger perms. and hopefully this will give you some insight into our runners for the day. We wish you a great day's racing. CrawfordRacing.net will have the post of the rest of our runners for the day, where you'll be able to go into interbet.co.za and follow their links to have a few of your tote bets, and hopefully it'll be a successful weekend for you all.